last night. YouTuber, that would be our friend Anton Daniels. YouTuber on KamKam's weed pitch to black voters. It's disrespectful. No, it's not disrespectful, Ton. It's not. It's okay. It's acceptable. Okay? Because Trump bad. Child, I ain't even played that today. Do you believe it, child? I've been on a roll. Sorry, y'all. Where are my manners, child?
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Joining me now is Jay Jackson, an online entrepreneur who caught my eye over the weekend, and Anton Daniels, a YouTuber and content creator. Anton, let's start with you. You've seen the 5-point plan, which includes the weed, includes the $1 million forgivable loans. That is just obviously never going to happen. What is your take?
Damn, Anton, that top of the head look good. Anton be shaving that head. It's nice and smooth and silky. I wonder if you do y'all use the T.H. Hanley on your heads or something? That thing is smooth. Look at that head shining in the light.
Take on this after Obama essentially insulted black men last week.
Well, the first thing that hit my mind, and when I had the conversation with a lot of people that look like me, men specifically, was why didn't they address issues or they valued us before this started to become an issue and Obama decided to put his foot in his mouth in the first place? That's number one. But number two, if you go down and you look at it, it becomes even more disrespectful because it's almost like, oh, we're going to make sure that we legalize marijuana laws because black men are disproportionately affected. Oh, we're going to give you loans that's forgivable. I thought that was grants. But then at the same time, instead of making sure that we're safer, that we have opportunities, that we have lower taxes, that we can get the jobs that we want, they want to dangle more fruit in front of us, low-hanging fruit, in order to sell us on scraps, in order to get us back into the Democratic plantation. It's not going to work. It's just more disrespectful.
It's actually going to work, Anton, as evidenced by the comments on Hollywood Unlocked. And plus, I just know colors, child. And it's going to work. It's going to work. But we'll see how much on how and how many.
Now, Jay, I talked to a friend of mine today who said it might be at, 15% now, but that's just the beginning. If Trump gets back into office, you're going to see those numbers increase, I believe. You were personally offended by Obama's pitch last week. I saw your, I think your TikTok video. What of this today?
Well, I mean, I agree with what Anton just said. If Obama really wanted us to support Kamala or Kamala, however you pronounce her name, that should have been his pitch or his presentation to the young black men that he was speaking to. Give us something of substance. Like, I have a higher standard. And so each of her 5 points, okay, those are decent gestures, I guess, but there are some additional things that I believe that need to be done if you want to get us to, vote for you or even pay attention. I mean, the things that we value in terms of our border, in terms of capitalism over socialist communism, those types of things, we value the protection of our country. And I swore to protect, to fight and defend our country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And what I see from the Democratic side is just that. They are enemies within our country, and we have to do everything we can to keep them out and fight them.
But Joy Reid on MSNBC, she's a very prominent African-American female commentator, and she said something different about the plan.
Wait a minute. Ain't she a tether? I mean, I know she is because y'all done told me, child. I know. But I'm just making sure that I cover that off first before I go ahead and do it. Ain't Joy Reid a tether, child? And then these be the same people talking about black, and black, and y'all listening to mostly tethers.
Yes, I'm speaking to you. Musty tether, where you fleeing to? Musty tether, yes, I'm speaking to you. Musty tether, where you fleeing to? I got into my Uber, what did I see?
Plan. Watch.
I commend black men. Brothers, let me tell you what y'all did. You went out there and played hard to get and got a whole long list of policies specific to you. That
First of all, who thinks that she's ever sincere with what the hell it is that she's saying, first and most importantly? But you didn't get nothing but a love letter.
Finally, Kamala Harris sent us a love letter.
Huh?
That, to you, that might have been a policy document. I read that as a love letter.
Ridiculous, crazy black men.
From Kamala Harris to black men who need some love.
I beg your pardon?
Black men who need some respect. Black men who need some concern and some care and consideration.
I beg your pardon?
You know, we need some mamala from Kamala. And we got that. We stood on business. We said we wanted to hear something. Everybody else is getting something. What are we going to get? And she...
By the way, it's sad. It's sad. Man, kiss my whole entire black ass.
That is how votes are supposed to work.
That's
You're
right.
supposed to be asked for your vote. You're supposed to have agendas presented to you. Y'all got that.
I mean, Anton, I'm not sure why she's, you know, it seems like she's changing her vocal inflection there. But is that it? Like, the men just were waiting for like some goodies that, again, are never going to materialize. If they were going to materialize, you would have seen those things in the last 4 years of Biden and Harris. But no. But is that what men have been waiting
you know
for?
What? None of those things, not any one of those 5 points, actually affect me or make me available for them or is going to change my life whatsoever. Not one. And the majority of those 5 points, 3 of them is something that she was already talking about before she unveiled it, and then she rebranded it as though she were literally giving it to black people in particular. Listen, all they had to do was ask us what we wanted and what we thought, and we would have told her. We're more aligned with Trump's agenda, and it doesn't matter how much low-hanging fruit they try to give us. We're not voting for you, and we can think for ourselves, and we are educated, and we understand exactly what we want. But they were listening to respond instead of listening to understand, and it's unfortunate because they're going to lose our vote.
Yeah, well, and I got to say, Jay, the idea that Kamala...
Well, you know, and I know Anton knows. Anton, I know you know that you a white supremacist talking points, and that man too, because how dare you go on to Fox, first of all. How dare you talk to Laura, second of all. And then how dare you try to act like KamKam, who's allegedly black, it has offered something, especially after Van just said that it was a love letter to your ass, and y'all are not accepting it. I don't understand. What more do you want from KamKam?
Kamala Harris, we're going to get into this a little bit coming up, but that she can, like, you know, wave off the concerns about millions and millions of illegal immigrants being fast-tracked into the country, dumped all over the United States in cities and schools, not the kind of schools that a lot of the elites send their kids to, but public schools that are now under huge pressure. And I guess everyone, minorities, inner city folks, are supposed to just say, oh, thank you, maybe we have a few million more. Because we're gonna legalize weed federally. Come on.
Yeah, I think the priorities are completely.
Child, listen to this white lady talk about because we're gonna legalize weed. Sounds crazy, child. Shout out to the white. Yo, it's Wednesday. Shout out to the white people on your day. It's a white people Wednesday. Woo! Shout out to the white people.
Off. I mean, I'm going to be a new grandfather here in the next couple of months, and so I want to make sure that,
congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate it. I want to make sure that my grandchildren are able to go to schools that are safe and have better education. I mean, I just think the priorities need to be adjusted. So, I mean, we know that our school systems aren't great in minority neighborhoods or low income neighborhoods. And so what are we going to do to make sure the education?
Since he said that, yes, I agree that there's a problem in the minority neighborhoods where the schools are. So why aren't your colors asking KamKam what's she going to do about that? How's she going to help that? How's she going to change that? No, it's more important that an AKA be sworn in by a DST on MLK Day.
Education system is better than keep out people who are illegal. Like, I'm all for people coming into our country. People fight, die, and kill to get to America because that's how amazing she is. But at the same time, I want you to come in and go through the legal process because that's why we have systems. That's why we have processes. That's what makes our country great.
Hey, Sean Hannity here.
All righty. Shout out to those gentlemen on Fox.
How tough will that be physically?
We do not care.